no one in here just yet, but how the lives work, we start off with members, and then the next day everyone else gets to see it. So, welcome. First off, I'm Bishop. If you're new to the channel, videographer, photographer, entrepreneur, content creator, full-time YouTuber. You may know me from the Crazy Middles. I filmed everything from birthday parties, weddings, quinceañeras, you name it. I've done music videos. I'm passionate about e-bikes, barbecue, and YouTube, vlogging, you know, and my family, doing family stuff. So that's who I am. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We have a lot of new members that jumped on from the last couple of weeks, the last week, I should say. A lot of new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. My wife, Shannon.
Hi, I'm Shannon. I'm not a full-time content creator, but it seems that it might happen, sort of, maybe.
Yeah, you're getting pushed into that
I'm
blessing.
getting pushed into that, yeah. I am, I don't know, a person, I guess.
Yeah, you're an amazing person.
I'm a mom. I am a wife. I am a cook. I'm a scullery maid some days.
Yeah,
Like Bridget from Trolls. Um, a lot of new people here. I transitioned out of working 7 days a week,
hmm
365 days about, oh, what's this, April?
yeah,
2 months ago. That was a scary jump leap that I did, but my mental health was not okay. So I needed it to be where I was stable and was able to show up for my family.
yeah.
Um,
And that was very inspirational for Shannon to be able to leave her job uh, and, you know,
yeah, because I'm big on stability.
yeah.
And this was scary. Ooh,
But we
baby.
we were in a good place though, so we were able to do that. So
Yeah.
yeah, and that brings us to a lot of things what we're doing is Q&A. So now that you kind of get to know us a little bit, as well, if you know we don't answer some questions that you still may have, and again you're new. I don't know how many videos I have now, over 100 some of my videos, and this isn't our first Q&A, so you can go back and watch some of those as well. You may get a lot of details. Please go back and watch those. A lot of my great videos, some of my favorite videos were some of the first ones I did because I believe that they needed all this extra effort. But
I mean,
yeah, they good
they should
effort.
always
But I
have
was put,
extra
it was
effort.
over the top. It was kind of over the top. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, first off as well, for members, again, new members, and I do have like a few people I want to shout out because these are new apprentices. Now tomorrow I plan on doing a live for apprentices and doing some, lessons in cell phones and things like that, just to get you guys started filming and maybe teaching you a little bit of editing, just to wet the whistle a little bit. But I'm gonna, maybe Shannon, she's better at reading names than me. So Shannon, if you can read off a few of these apprentices we have right here, and eventually I'll be able to like throw their names at the bottom of the screen so you see them, but I want to show you your appreciation.
All right. So we got Blythe M. She's on an apprenticeship. Tanya Robinson, Jody Larson, Renee's this and that before bedtime. Love the name. Saint Donnie. Welcome, welcome. Cheryl Wallace, welcome. Tanya Donaldson, Cindy Dubois, and Chrissy Brashar, all are apprentices. So thank you so much for being a part of that. He is very good at teaching, so he'll definitely teach you a lot
Yeah, I'm figuring
about
it out.
camera stuff and
Yeah.
all the
Someone had mentioned
doodads
something in
and
the
hickeys.
comments. I'm thinking about like maybe volunteering to help out like a middle school or something and teaching them some video stuff. Maybe they just let me come in and show them some camera stuff and then just say, hey,
Yeah,
you're
middle
on
school
payroll.
nonprofit
Yeah.
organizations like Boys and Girls Club or something like that.
Yeah, just teaching a little
Yeah.
bit, and you guys know people, so hey, it's no telling where it can go. So, visionaries will be today. This is visionaries and apprentices tomorrow. We'll be doing some work, so stay tuned for that. But with no further ado, we're going to get into our Q&A. I decided I'm just going to like I kind of skimmed through a lot of the questions, but I wanted it to be more like off the top, just off the cuff, and like, for us to just kind of read them in a surprise manner, kind of ways, but where it was just more natural. So yeah, we kind of get stuff started. So, but yeah, right now I'm gonna find these questions. I think I need to go to actual
You
YouTube.
took my phone. I had them actually
Oh,
pulled
you can
up.
pull up. She had some of her favorite ones. So we'll start with some with Shannon's favorite ones. Maybe we can go back and forth and answer these questions. So
Let's see. Sorry. Okay. So this is from, and I'm probably gonna butcher this, and I'm so sorry. Plano Tellist asked me my top 3 books, my favorite Sanrio character, which is like Hello Kitty type stuff. Why did I move? And then those are for me, and then for the both of us, it was why did we move to AZ and our puppy stories,
okay,
and how and when did we get them and describe their personalities. So, top 3 books. Okay. Anything by Sherilyn Kenyon, that is like my number one top favorite author. Acheron is one of the ones that I love and sticks. And then Mercedes Lackey has a series that he makes fun of me for reading every single. I read this series every single year. I know exactly what's gonna happen. It makes me snot cry every single time. He sees me pick it up and he's like, "Oh, here we go." And it's Magic's Pawn, Price, and Page, I
I mean
think.
the covers looks like He-Man because it's from like 1970s or something
It's
like
from the
that.
80s.
80s, and it's got this like mystical, magical, like a guy with like a flexi. He's like flexing. He's got a sword, and he's on like a white horse, and his hair is like it's
They
one of
are not
those.
horses, but it's not
Okay.
that kind of. It's not like a love story. There is a love story in it, but those are my top 3 books, authors, and my favorite Sanrio character, I guess, would be Karomi because she looks kind of like mean at the same time
Okay.
as Angelic. I think that's also Love's favorite character. Or no, I take that back. Love says Cinema Roll, which is the white one with the
Okay.
ears.
Okay.
And then why did we move to AZ? Well, for me, St. Louis wasn't given the opportunities that we needed to succeed. And I felt, me personally, I felt very stagnant, very stuck, very just not, I wasn't growing like I felt like I could. And then I had to, it took me a while to coerce this man to move. He was wholeheartedly not going to move at all.
Because sometimes I do like to get just set. I always been like one of those white picket fence type of guys. I want to buy a house somewhere and like really set roots, and that's St. Louis was my roots. It's everything I knew. And then once she convinced me, and then before then she just took me places. Before I met her, I'd never traveled, never been on an airplane or nothing like that. She bought me my plane ticket, but traveling and seeing other places, I got to see that man, there's more out there. So moving to Phoenix was like a big scary. That was like a big scary leap for us. It was
Yeah.
huge. But we did. I knew we did it together. We came out here with 5 suitcases and
$1,800, knew
yeah,
nobody.
and we was in the hotel
Lying
for
to my mom and my sister, telling
saying
them
we
that
had
we
it
was
figured
fine.
out. We didn't have a job. We didn't know anybody.
Nothing.
But the first day that the sun rose up, we put on our best outfits and we hit the pavement and we are applying to jobs. We're showing up, resumes. Shannon had a job the first day at the airport.
I
The,
did.
the first day.
Like, no, not
It
the
was like
first
the second,
day.
first or second
First
day.
or second day,
Yeah.
but
It took me about a week or two. It was kind of rough for a little bit. It took me a while. I didn't want to go back to doing what I was doing, which was working in the kitchen, and I
Yeah.
had to. And
Yeah.
I went back to work in the kitchen because at the time I was working in plastic, which I loved doing. I was an assistant foreman, so I knew a lot about it. So I was trying to find plastic jobs here, and I couldn't find them.
Yeah.
So we came here for better opportunities. St. Louis was really rough. It's always been rough. It's still very rough.
Very much so.
And we just wanted something different. We really had no idea what to expect. We hadn't visited here or anything. We just said,
we
we'll give it a
literally
try.
went off of the recommendation of one of my best friends, Mia. She came out and visited a friend of hers, and then she came home and raved about it. And so I was like, all right. And because she was going to move there. Now 14 years later, she's still in St. Louis, and I'm
Yeah.
here. I tease her about it a lot,
Yeah.
but yeah.
I
So
mean, bad thing, I guess, the heat is the one thing. You kind of get used to it a little bit, and then you just, going from the AC to AC, it's just being outside that little bit of time.
it's
And then,
draining.
and like they say, it's a dry heat. St. Louis heat was a lot different. It was moist and it was wet and humid, but we love Phoenix. Sometimes we talk about relocating somewhere, and
Forks.
yeah, I mean, but to be honest, as of late, we've been talking about leaving the country, and we just try to figure out where would be the best place for us to go and prosper,
And be
and
safe. And
and
love can grow.
and
Yeah.
do all the things. So, hey, if you know where it is, like, your suggestions in the comments below. But yeah, so that was that question.
That was that question. And then puppy stories. How did we get our puppies? And what are
They're both their puppies. I still haven't got my puppy yet. I'm waiting for him.
first and
I've
foremost?
already picked him out, named him, and
First
everything.
and foremost, sir, I'm not taking care of nobody else that can't pay no bills in this house.
I will
I
take
can't
care
do
of
it.
him. His name is going to be Mr. Belvedere. He's going to be a French bulldog or a regular bulldog, English bulldog. I would love if he rode skateboard. I can teach him how to ride a skateboard. That'd be amazing. He'd be my best friend. He'd be super smart. You wouldn't have to teach him to do anything.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
gonna do it all. But yeah, but Branch loves dog.
Yep, and a friend of mine, sister had puppies, and they couldn't keep them all, so she like posted on Facebook, "Hey, who wants a free puppy?" And I didn't realize how small he was, but he was like maybe 6 weeks old. I think he had just got off of his mom's teat, I believe.
Yeah, he was a
And because
baby.
he was small, like we had to carry him down the stairs for him to go to the bathroom outside. Um, he's a lot. He's a scary puppy. I mean, he's not even a puppy anymore. He's like almost 5. But he is a barker runner, so he barks and runs away. Um, and he's what I like to say is overly affectionate. And I think he loves the crap out of Bishop. Like
They
he'll
both love
sit
me. They're
on
both
the
my
couch
dogs. Like they
and
know
start
I'm.
licking him in the
They know I'm alpha, so they love me. I
Yeah.
love them too. I love them both.
Yeah.
They get on my nerves a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, one day I will have my forever dog. And
Raina
then-
was my birthday dog.
Yeah,
A
I got her for your
year,
birthday.
got her for my birthday. We went to the Humane Society.
She was a pup too. I don't know how
She-
many years it's been.
She
so
was
far.
a year old, or about to be a year when we got her, and we got her in 2012. So it's 2025. So she's almost 13, I guess, if I'm
Okay.
mathing that right. She was the only dog in the shelter that didn't bark. Like, the dogs are running up, barking, 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 and she's the only one. And she was just like, and I was like, I want that one, thinking she was not going to be a problem of barking, and she
Yeah.
was a problem.
She's an amazing dog.
Yeah, she is. Now that she's old, I call her the old lady. Like, she growls because she's trying to sleep. Like, you know how you be asleep and then you just like, like she'll be mad because she'll hear a noise. She's like, and I'll be like, it's okay, it's fine. She don't like people, which is fair. I don't like them either.
Most dogs are like their owners.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yep.
But yeah,
That's how.
We got
That's
the
how
dogs.
we got them, and that's their personalities.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna get to one of the questions I know probably everybody wants to hear. I'm gonna get to a couple of quick ones. There's a couple of crazy middles questions for sure. The first one is, did you have a sign an NDA? And the easy question is,
Answer.
yes, I definitely did. So there's a lot that I won't talk about. A lot of things that I wouldn't talk about in any ways.
Because that's not who you
like
are.
the kids and stuff like that.
No.
But yeah. Another one is, will I be invited to Disney if the Crazy Middles go on a family trip? I don't really know. I don't even know how that works. I hear that Disney tickets are like kind of like in your name, stuff like that. Maybe they'll invite me. Again, we're good as far as I know, and it may happen. Love will still love to go, but I can say it will definitely be a better trip as a family if I didn't have to work if I didn't have to have the camera.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a vlog a little bit, but that's my cell phone, and it's just kind of like easy.
Yeah.
I vlog when I want to vlog. I don't.
Yeah.
I get B-roll. I'll talk over it later if I
Yeah.
want to, and I'll describe it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. We'll definitely see how that goes. So that's a couple crazy middles questions. Yeah, I know the most of the Q&A, a lot of people are going to come because they're going to want to know
Yeah.
Crazy Middle's questions.
Yeah.
I really don't have a whole lot to talk about. I really want to kind of like put it behind me. I feel like I got in front of it. Now it's like back there, and I just want to put it past. And we kind of like moving forward, doing other stuff. For the future of the channel, I know that was a question. I would love to, or with another one saying like, what would be my like all-time favorite job? I'm skimming through some of them. I would love to do this all day, every day. YouTube, vlog, telling stories, inspiring, teaching people, filming brand deals, spending time with my family, teaching other companies and creators how to maximize on YouTube and making a living from it. Um, hate flies. But there's a lot that I would love to do involved with what I'm currently doing. I just kind of want to keep doing this, and I love if I could make a living and more, go to vacations and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, and that's the future of this channel.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, for Shannon, let's see.
I have one.
Okay, you have one. Go ahead, read one that you
It
have.
was a Crazy Metals one, but I felt like it was important because people were asking. So this is from Michelle Bush, 4228. She's questioning.
Sorry, and I didn't even
You
read the
you
last.
didn't slacker.
I'm bad with it right now. I'm just, yeah.
But
It's better.
what was your thoughts on Bishop not being with the Crazy Metals anymore? Um, I am, and a lot of people are probably. I have extreme anxiety, right, and depression, and all the mental, all the things, right. So when it happened, your anxiety does this. So I had a friend who used to say, I put myself in a frothy mess. And so it takes me a while to go from here down to here. But so I processed it and I said, I do this thing where I wallow for like a couple hours, maybe a day, where I have to cycle through my brain. All right, this is, and I did that when I left my job too. Before I even left my job, I was having so many nightmares about the what ifs and the things and anxiety. And I was told anxiety is the what if. That's why you have it. It's the future. It's the thing that you don't know. It's the unknown. So I watched some comedy shows, which always helps me put me in a good place. And I was like, all right, this ain't the first time we've been in a situation where we needed to figure it out. We literally moved here with nothing at all. And every year it gets better and better and better and better and better. And I'm okay. I'm all right now. Life is gonna be what it is. We come from nothing. Both of us. We come from zero things or little things. So I know how to make something out of nothing. So
I mean, it's the same. It's the same. It would be for
yeah.
anybody that's
Yeah.
about to lose their financial means.
Yeah.
It's the unknown.
And you figure it out. And you
Yeah,
put your
you figure it out.
big boy pants and panties on and you
But
figure it out.
it's not the first. Again, before I worked for them, and I was doing the school photography, I was a freelance videographer, and
that was scary.
I had to like hit the streets every day. And in my brain, I had this mentality. I tell myself, every day the rent's due, because when the rent's due and you just short a little bit, you make it happen. You figure it out. So, and that's what I was doing every day. I was making it happen and figure it out. It was very exhausting. It was stressful, but I needed that to do that grind to grow my business to a point, and I had to get the portfolio and all the experience. That was my experience, and I was the most affordable videographer. That's what made me so busy. I had jobs. I was, even during COVID, I was very, very busy. So I appreciate the fact that everyone that came and brought me business, but right now, I think I'm at a calm, a very good place. Just full transparency, over the last couple days, things have been falling into my lap. Just things have been happening, so well, I'm not concerned. We're not like worried.
Yeah.
I can say that.
Yeah.
We're good. We're going to be okay.
Yep.
Yeah, and so back to the questions. Let me see if I can get to the name. Let me see. It was. Let me see. I was right there. Okay. From Healthy
Heather
Jesus.
Cave.
I said that right?
Yes.
It's all together, so I can't figure it out.
Heather Cave.
So Heather Cave said, "What motivated you to start your own YouTube channel?"
Oh, that's the one I screenshotted too. Go
Okay.
ahead, finish.
Okay.
It's a couple questions.
Okay. Well, here, go ahead.
Okay. What motivated you to start your own YouTube channel? How has the transition been for both of you?
And we'll start right there.
And love.
And I'm figuring that's the transition to the new home, or is that transition to YouTube channel? So we'll answer both those questions. Starting with, I didn't start the YouTube channel until like I had nothing to do with at the Crazy Middles house. It was a day that Shelly was just kind of like, yeah, I'm not feeling like doing anything today, and I was fairly new, so I really hadn't been able to like kind of like impress her and show her like my creative side. So I kind of just grabbed some of her cameras that she never used and she didn't even know what they did. And I just took them to Timmytown Lake. That was my first vlog. And I technically was just out there kind of testing equipment and kind of talking and me just practicing talking. And that vlog is me talking about Shelly and how she inspired me to do this. So go back and watch that first vlog. That's the answer to this question on why I kind of started the YouTube channel. And they took me to Vid Summit to meet Mr. Beast and his whole convention, and he pretty much said in his own words, if you're not posting videos every day, you don't like free money.
Okay.
Yeah. So I say that to you and all my apprentices out there, if you're not posting a video every day. And right now, you're seeing an onslaught of videos from me because I have nothing but time, and this is what I know how to do. This is my one stream of income. If you didn't know, YouTube pays out once a month. And it's the end of the month, so I'm maximizing. And then we'll go back to a regular schedule.
Program.
Yeah, but right now we're going to post every day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How's the transition been for both of you and for love? So we know how your transition's been. And I'm going to say that has to do maybe with life here.
Yeah.
Love is the happiest that I've seen her.
Yeah.
Since
She loves her school so much.
She loves her school. My kid, as most kids, she don't like getting up. But she, even though she's super smart and is amazing, she enjoyed her friends. She missed her friends. That's what she wanted when it came to her friends. Like, she didn't want to leave her friends. But now she's, like, genuinely happy. We were in the car, and she goes, Mom, I really love my school. And I was like, huh.
Yeah,
I don't know
really loves
I
it.
was checking for temperatures, seeing if she was all right. All the things, but yeah, she really loves it. I mean, it's different. The transition for me is different. He just said it yesterday. He was like, I don't know what. He was like, you gotta go to school tomorrow, and I was like, tomorrow's Saturday. He's like, oh my God, my days are running together. I was like, welcome, because eventually you just don't know what the day is. But for me, the transition here has been calm and quiet, which I love, because I promise y'all, living where we was living, I was gonna be on the news. I'm not even gonna. I was. My neighbors were a lot.
Yeah,
and it was going to be a problem. So I am happy that it's quiet. We don't know too many of our neighbors.
No, we meet them at the mailbox. We see them here and there, and that's what we like.
Yeah,
we like that.
I don't mind having, like, I would love friends. I'm bored and lonely, but at the same time, I don't want messy people in my life. And everyone over here seems to be just minding their business, going to work, drinking their water, keeping their skin clear, all the things. So, okay. What inspires your content, and how do you decide on the topics you want to cover together? We don't. He just tell me stuff, and then
we technically
I'm in
just
it.
do stuff.
Yeah.
I learned everything from, vlogging with other YouTubers, and when you're with daily vloggers, you just vlog what you do in a day. Most of my vlogs, they were a compilation of a week of things, because my life was never that interesting where I can be like every day. And the only reason why you're getting everyday vlogs right now is because I probably filmed like 7 of them already, and I still got like 3 or 4 to sit down and edit to like give you guys. But yeah, we just kind of do things, and I hope to have some type of message or story or leave you guys fulfilled at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That's technically it.
Yeah.
I know for like a lot of YouTube, like I feel like people come to YouTube for 2 different things, either to be entertained or to learn something, and to find out something. And if I can do both, kind of like entertain you a little bit, teach you a little bit, You know what I mean? You're gonna see
Yeah.
some brand deals, some sponsorships on there a little bit. I'm the type of person I only watch sponsorship videos because I'm going on there to like find out if this is something I should be buying.
That's funny. I don't watch YouTube. Not a fan.
Yeah, I think this is
It's
different
weird.
people.
My some of my friends are just like, oh my gosh, I was on a YouTube rabbit hole. Loves YouTube,
Yeah.
watching makeup artists.
My mom watches YouTube on her TV all day, and she
Yeah,
just on the
no,
TV.
I'm
Some
a
people
regular
do.
schmegular TV show watcher. Like right
Yeah.
now, I'm an old school TV show watcher.
She
Like I'm
watches.
watching Night Court, like old school Night Court right now. Rewatching it. It is great.
I heard the song playing in my sleep.
Because it's great and it's funny.
Yeah, it's
but,
funny stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, she watches old school shows. She's old, so.
I am.
But yeah, that's what that is. Well, I
let's
mean, this is a
see.
long question, so we'll go. I mean, I think she asked a couple questions that we may have answered already. Okay.
You also talked about your long-term goals for
Okay.
YouTube, and then this one is it's a question, but it's also a statement. Sounds like you all are setting healthy boundaries to maintain balance between your personal lives and your work on YouTube.
Yeah.
Is this a challenge for you as a couple? Do you have a motto or words of wisdom for other folks balancing work life?
I vlog when I want to vlog. When I don't, I just don't. But the thing is, I love to film.
Yeah.
So if I don't feel like talking or being on camera, I just kind of just show what I'm doing because that's what I enjoy doing. That makes me feel good, just capturing stuff. And I never want it to be a force field like thing. If Love Field seems like she don't want to be, sometimes she don't. Like you don't see her on the channel a whole lot. The channel is mainly about me and Shannon, and then Love's involvement in that
Yeah.
whole thing. But
I
that's what I
mean-
say. Do it when you feel like doing it.
Yeah, and he know me. If I ain't, I'm not
You
gonna
ain't up
do.
to it?
I'm not gonna do nothing I don't want to do. Neither is his daughter,
No.
and we don't necessarily have like, okay, well, this it's not a scheduled thing. It's like, I'll say, do you want to film it? Do you not want to film it? He'll say yay. He'll
Yeah.
say nay. But if I could say a word of wisdom, which I've learned just from not working anymore, is how they always say work-life balance, right? Flip that around. Life-work balance. Your life is more important than your work, if that makes sense. Like, you are replaceable at work. You're not replaceable in life. Like, I mean, can't nobody do what you do here with your significant other. So that should be top priority over anything. A job is a job, and
Yeah.
you're going to get that job. But you want to make sure you tight with the part. And y'all communicate. Like, we used to not be very good communicators. And we've learned how to talk to each other and not at each other. So
Are we talking about content creating or are we talking about marriage?
that's what she's asking.
Oh, okay.
In
I was
the
like,
que-
dang, what did I do? Oh, no, I'm saying.
She's asking, is this a challenge for you as a couple? Do you have a motto or words of wisdom for other folks
Yeah.
balance? Use your listening ears.
I mean, I
read
guess
the
I'm sorry, I guess for the content creation part, like, even in the beginning, the channel was mainly about me, so I didn't really, like, it wasn't really much that Shannon and Love had to do, but kind of just be there when, when we did stuff. And now that I want Shannon to just be involved, because she's very, wise and she's got some knowledge. I know there's a lot that people can learn from her. And just, me building off of her, what she brings, like, I know it would be beneficial. So, when she wants to do something, she does. I mean, you guys have asked this. The next question I'm gonna mention is this ain't your mama's kitchen. We filmed one the other day just because
Yeah.
we had time for it,
Yeah.
but we hadn't because usually when you working all day and then you come home, cooking dinner is one thing, but cooking it and then filming it is a whole nother thing. So like I guess now that we have the time, it made it just so much easier for us to try to make this ain't your mama's kitchen happen. So that's that balance
Yeah.
right there. But again, I love this stuff. I do it for free. If I wasn't a videographer, I'd just be filming stuff.
Yeah, somebody just asked that. Angelique Jacobs, 3616, when are you filming? So, of course, it's not going to be its own separate thing. It'll be in a video, or maybe one video might be a video
Yeah.
by itself. But I plan on sitting down, coming up with some stuff, because I normally cook 5 out of the 7 days, sometimes 6 out of the 7 days of the week. also got to make sure that I have the motivation to get up because I'm not at home like Peggy Bundy sitting on the couch all day. I'm like outside
Yeah, she's working.
working.
And if you
I'm
guys didn't know, I know
driving.
people ask, like,
Yeah.
Shannon doesn't have a job because she quit her job, but she does drive for Instacart and
Yeah.
for Vayo. So
Yeah.
she does, she's making money. She's out there driving, and we got a new car, so we got to pay for it, and it's
Right.
actually paying for itself, I guess, if that's the case
Yeah.
with that. And technically, that's what I would do if I had nothing else to fall back
Yeah.
on right now. That's what I would do, but because we're okay,
So
I
then
don't
I
really
still have
to.
to come home after
Yeah,
picking.
after
I
doing that,
gotta
she's
pick up
tired.
Love. I gotta and then get into the kitchen and remember to take the meat out the freezer.
Well, now
so
that
I
I'm
can do
home
the
right
things.
now, at least for the moment, because I
Yeah.
don't know, like, again, I've been applying to lots of jobs, so I may end up getting a job. Or I might not decide to go back to work. I don't know. Because of the things that are going on and opportunities are coming, I may just keep doing my thing. But I'll be cooking some more. Maybe I can do a segment of This Ain't Your Mama's
You
Kitchen.
definitely can, because
Okay.
I have no problems not cooking. Okay,
Okay.
let's see. I
I
think
don't know. Let me test. I see how long I've been going on.
it's been like 30 minutes.
We're barely like even into our question. 30 minutes and 3 people in here, which is great. I want to say we're up to like 40 like members right now, and I want to say it was like 7 of them were apprentices. So, man, that's pretty awesome. I know you guys want to catch this video later. Let me know in the comments anything that you may want to know. We'll try to do these Q&As like on a regular basis. I would love to do these membership lives every Saturday. I'm trying to find a good time. 1:30 don't seem to be the best on a Saturday. I figure Saturday everyone's home.
But you gotta think. I feel like a lot of our people on the East Coast.
Hey, I don't know where everyone's
overseas
at.
and
So me
stuff,
figuring
like,
that timeline out as well with my apprentices, we get one-on-one time. So I need to connect with all of you like on social media or on another like outlet so we can kind of talk a little bit more. And I really need to get you guys scheduled. So when we start going over like some lessons, I want to make sure you're there so your questions are answered in the moment.
All right,
So
I'm trying to find like another good one.
yeah,
Okay, this one's good. Um, what is your guys' favorite thing to do when you have dates, and what is one thing oh my gosh, what is one thing each that you never thought you would like or be into that the other one has, or the other one was, and now you enjoy it too? And this came from it's AM, but YouTube changed my name. Um, we just like going out and just
yeah,
doing new stuff.
yeah.
Like when we did Drunk Shakespeare,
Yeah.
that was really cool. We want to do a mystery dinner theater
Oh
next.
yeah, that would be fun. I did find a good
Whenever
one.
we can find a babysitter.
Yeah, going out and doing artistic things, we like
Yeah,
that. I mean,
yeah,
anytime that we can do it without love,
yeah,
that's awesome. So, I mean, we're on this side of town, so we have to refigure that out with a
yeah.
new
I no
babysitter.
longer have my babysitter.
But
I have to talk to her. Hey, I'll pay you to
yeah,
drive all this way.
and then family trips, I just love doing.
That
Like,
was another question. What's our next vacation? It's your dad for when he gets
well,
married.
technically not. We have a brand deal coming up in about 2 weeks.
Oh well, yeah.
Thanks to one of you, a viewer. I'm not going to get into a lot of detail. They reach out in my inbox and let me know that they have a business that they wanted to push and promote, and they needed visuals for. And we will be going out there to the business for 3 days. They're going to
forgot.
do the whole thing for us. So that's a family trip
My
that we
bad.
actually get to do.
I forgot.
I mean, I'm
was
going to be
thinking-
working
I
a
was
decent
thinking
bit.
about things that was not work
Yeah.
because we're going. His dad's getting remarried.
Yeah, my
and
dad's
he's
getting
the
married.
best
We got to
man,
go to
so-
Atlanta.
Yeah, that's in September.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that we should be doing, but yeah, that's happening really soon. Again, that's paying bills.
Yeah.
So,
So, one thing that you that you now like that you didn't think you was gonna like that I like, and vice versa.
kimchi.
Okay.
Kimchi.
Yeah.
Maybe because before I got to taste it, she made it. She made it homemade at the house. And it literally sat on the counter for like 2 weeks in a bowl, just like fermenting,
It
just
was
like
supposed to.
it was literally like rotting
It was not rotting
on the
sir.
counter and pepper paste.
Oh my
And
gosh.
I think I even tried it the first couple times when I was just like, nah, I couldn't do it. And then maybe when we may have went to like Korean barbecue and I got it with a combination of different stuff. I kimchi is something I gotta have now.
Okay, yeah. We got some in the fridge actually. He's
Right
like, "Is
now.
it still good?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's still
Yeah,
good."
I'll eat that.
For me, it would probably be.
I can name a few things.
But let me. Thank you very much.
Okay, my way.
Cherries,
Yes.
asparagus, and artichokes. I
Hmm.
had
And
never
olives,
and olives. I had never had. Well, pause.
green
I only
olives
like green olives with the
with
garlic
garlic
in
in
them,
them. Yeah.
and not all garlic ones are created equal. But I didn't like any of those things. Even though I went to culinary school, it was a big texture weirdness thing for me. And he used to chase me around the house,
Like taste it.
like chase me
Yeah, I remember that. That
down.
was the one time I chased you. It was for a cherry.
It was.
And
And
she
then
was.
I tasted it. I was like, oh, it tastes like a plum. Because I'm used to the maraschino cherries. My love loves the maraschinos. Whenever we get ice cream or anything like that, I'm always like, let me, here, you can have. I don't
No, she
like,
don't
they
like them. I
taste
don't. I
weird.
mean, they're not the best thing,
No.
but like, yeah, a fresh, real
Yeah.
cherry.
Yeah.
Yes, yummy.
Yep.
So
Let's see. All right. Those are more crazy middle
sending love from
questions.
to the Joneses. We love you too.
Thank you, Kathy Mosley, 9962. I was gonna say 1962. My bad. Two, two, two. Let's see. This one is: can you hold seminar type meetings to teach people how to shoot video and edit? That would be a good way of making money. I'm sure you're great at stills as well. Your own studio, maybe. Just a thought. This
Yeah,
one, yeah.
there's a few things. I mean, like since this happened, I have people that like been coming to me with all kind of ideas and things that, including like that, including a few different things. I won't get into them, but like I got things on my list, and I'm gonna try them all. So I have
Yeah.
time and ability and effort.
Somebody asked Jessica Honey Bun. That's cute. 85.99. Will you ever come to New Zealand? Shannon, you're an amazing mom.
Sure,
Oh,
I would love to come to New Zealand. I think we were supposed to go to New Zealand for a wedding, and it didn't happen.
that was on and
No, don't mention the other
yeah.
name. But yeah, that was supposed to happen, and we
It
would have.
didn't-
Yeah.
yeah, of course. My passport is renewed. I'm ready to go. Like just
Yeah.
if I can figure out how to brand deal that or somebody send me
Yeah, I
over
would
there,
love to
that'd
do
be
that.
great. With
And
New
I-
Zealand, yes, please.
I remember doing my was it ancestry.com?
That
and
was Wales.
it was Swedish, Dutch, Welsh.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I still have the results. It was like 33%.
He wants me to do a 23andMe thing, and I'm like, it's fine.
Well, I was curious. There's a lot of different stuff going on. A lot of colors. Figure it out. Still confused.
Let's see.
Again, we've been going on this live for almost 40
I think
minutes
we're pretty
now.
much done because all the other ones were about crazy medals, about going to Disney. At the
Yeah,
end of
a
the
lot of asked
day,
that
we're
one.
going to go to Disney.
Yeah, we'll still
with or
do it.
without the medals because I don't have time to wait on nobody else.
Yeah.
I ain't no
I mean,
shade
plus
to
we've
them,
never
but
been, so
I
we-
ain't got no time.
It was
So
something
I'ma
that
figure
we
it out.
had in the books
Yeah.
anyways as a family. It
Yeah.
just had to be
Yeah.
right. It had to happen right. So we're gonna make it happen.
This has a couple quick house love transition to the new homeschool one. We already answered that. We are renting the home. We did not buy it.
Nope.
Mark is not training me. He did give me some great words of wisdom. I love that man
Yeah,
to the
he
ends
taught
of the
us
earth.
a lot of things.
He did, and
Yeah.
he is the best. He's amazing. What is everyone's favorite or least favorite thing about the new home? Do you have a favorite or a least favorite?
Favorite thing, man, I can name some favorite things besides like backyard and the garage and the kitchen, the living room, like the space, the quietness, the freshness of it just feels good. It feels like home.
Yeah.
Not so favorite thing. I mean, I wish we had a pool. All of our neighbors had pools, and the other day they were splashing on both sides, and Love can hear them, and we're just like.
She came in sad. I thought something happened. And I was like, are you okay? She's like,
Never
they're
fear.
playing in the pool and I can hear it. And I was like,
I told I'm gonna get above ground.
and then
We'll
my
get
little
something.
violin started to play. And I was
Yeah.
like, you'll be all right.
We'll get above ground something back there so she can splash in summertime.
My favorite thing is the quiet. That is the biggest thing for me. The calmness I feel
Yeah,
when
it feels a lot safer.
I feel a lot safer. The least favorite thing for me is the space. of putting things away.
Yeah, I feel like we
had
had
more
closet space.
more closet space, and I need more space. So now I gotta find a dresser for clothes.
Yeah.
And just putting things away. But it's not like we've never lived in something with not a lot of space
Yeah, we
before.
figured it out.
So that's
Because
pretty
she
much.
used to be like, I don't have no clothes, and I'm just like, there's clothes everywhere. What do you mean you don't have clothes?
Not as many as you.
Yeah, I got a lot of clothes.
Yeah.
I'm probably taking up most of the closet.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna do one more. If she can find one more, we'll make
find
this the
one
last one. And then we'll make this. Maybe we'll make this go live for everyone
Okay.
else tomorrow.
Shannon, this is from Charlotte I 8887. Shannon, what's your favorite thing about Bishop? Bishop, what's the favorite thing about me? If you could both write a book about anything, what would you title the book? Keep on keeping on. What's my favorite thing about you? I mean, you cool. No.
I'll go first, man. I look at Shannon like I don't know if I said it before, but she's like a lioness, you know, because she'll go out there and she'll go get it. She'll go and kill for the family. She'll let me sit there and, you know, be all nice looking on my perch, you know, with my mane floating, you know, but she know I'm holding it down. And I feel like the fact that she trusts that I'm holding it down, you know, she'll go out there and she'll go get it. Like she don't need me to, you know, hold her hand to do things either. She's a strong, confident woman, and I stand behind that. You know, I love that about her. You know, so my lioness, she.
Oh my God. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. And I'm sure I probably said this before. What I love the most about Bishop is his pureness. He is pure. Like, some people will say, you should do this or do that, or something that's not in his character, and he not gonna do it. Like, it may sound great. It may sound like that will give us a leg up on some stuff, but that's not who he is. He is like what you see when you saw it on the middles, when you see it here, him in just real life. Like, he is the person that I'm gonna give you my last, even though I don't want to maybe necessarily give you my last, but I'm gonna give it to you because he gets blessings on blessings on blessings.
Yeah,
like,
comes back.
It comes back tenfold for him, and I love that about him because he's literally that person. He is not. This is all 100% uncut, raw genuineness, and I love that so much about him.
That's all you can get.
Yeah.
I'm not an actor.
Nope.
I feel like just being authentic. I feel like you guys will relate to it,
and you can see that.
More.
You know when people being fake. Like, let's be real. Like, 90% of your base is women. Like, we gonna see through the BS in a minute. Yeah. We investigators. We are gonna know. If you could write a book, what would your book be titled?
My book.
If it could be about anything, what would it
would be called A Box of Chocolates.
Like Forrest Gump.
Life is like a box of chocolates. But just the box of chocolates part. I think people will understand the rest. And it'll be about I don't know, the ups and downs. And even when you think it's a down, it's really just a part you just don't understand. Again, I really do believe everything happens for a reason, and even the bad things. Sometimes it don't make sense to you right now. Like, why? Like, why am I being tested with this thing? And then later it kind of maybe makes sense to you, and you be like, oh, if that thing didn't happen, I wouldn't have been there. And that's been a lot of things in my life. I've had some very, very traumatic situations, and I wouldn't change them for anything. So that would be my book.
I don't know what the title of my book would be. It would be a fantasy book, though, for sure. It would not be regular schmegular.
Like Lord of the Rings fantasy, like Star Wars fantasy.
No.
Mixed with.
No.
They can ride horses and have swords with long flowy hair, like the books you like to read.
It would be a fantasy book
with fairies
and witches and magic.
Okay.
And
I like that too. It's
yes.
like Dungeons and Dragons.
When you was never into Dungeons and Dragons until like
Until someone
recently.
taught me how to play it, and I was like, where has this been my whole life?
Oh my gosh. Anyway, but it would be a fantasy book about something, I don't know, magic, a girl on the come up, just trying to figure it out and not knowing that she has this magic in her and she just is more powerful than she realizes. So, whatever that title is, I don't know yet, but that's what I would. So, yeah, that's all the
That's the
questions.
questions?
Bree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know there's a lot of questions we didn't answer. I know there's a few that we skipped through. I know it's probably a lot of questions that you probably, wanted me to answer. But
We not them people.
just know
It's all
we,
good
we
over this
continue
way.
to move with peace, love, and positivity.
And so, sorry.
And that's what we get back in return. So we just want y'all to know that we moving forward, and everything is great. Like I really feel good. I really feel amazing.
Yeah.
Everything's happened for a reason, and everything that we're doing here, I wouldn't be able to do if I didn't learn that from the Crazy Middles. They were a stepping stone to get me to this point. They taught me all these things, and I'm going to utilize it. I won't let them down. So who knows what the future will hold for us in our relationship. You guys will be here to see it. But yeah, we're signing out. We're the Joneses.
Yay.
We're glad you guys are here to keep up with us.
Thank you.
Thank you. I have so many vlogs come out. I'll give you a little sneak peek of vlogs to come out. So, I'm going to the expo, Electrify Expo. Did that. That was amazing. So that's coming out probably next. I have some e-bike brand deals. I know you guys don't like e-bikes. I love them. I love e-bikes to the core. All I do is watch e-bike brand deals in my spare
promise
time.
it's not gonna
I
be
know.
all e-bikes.
I won't be all
refuse.
e-bikes. But the point of the e-bike brand deals, or just e-bikes, period, is the freedom what bikes mean to me. As a kid, my mom didn't always have a car. She never had a car. To tell the truth, I think I had the first car, and I used to drive her around. She bought it for me, but she never had. We were always on the bus. I had a bike. The bike was freedom. I got on the bike. It took me places. If we had motors on our bikes back then, oh my God, the possibilities are endless. So I'm just my inner child. I'm expressing it in a futuristic way, and I love just sharing that with my family and sharing that with you guys. So you're going to see some e-bike brand deals and some other brand deal sponsorships. Those things help pay the bills. So I appreciate you guys for being patient and watching those and like just clicking on them. You ain't got to buy anything. Click and scroll through a little bit.
But if you
that
buy,
pays the
that's
bills.
cool
If you
too.
buy, that pays some extra bills. But you ain't even got to buy. You just watch them. If you watched it, you helped me out by not fast forwarding. And if you clicked on it, that's even better. Don't even watch. Just scroll through the website. You may see something you like. But yeah, other than that,
I'm good. I need to eat food now. Ooh, somebody just said something.
are they saying?
I'm here because one, I want to learn to take better pictures and videos, and also, dang it faded really quick. Sorry,
Okay,
Tanya,
so
but we'll see it.
So tomorrow, if you are an apprentice, I'll
Which I
be
think
back
she
on
is.
live tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm aiming for the same time, 1:30. This is what time I came on. This is 1:30 Phoenix, Arizona time. I know everybody is everywhere, so I may need to get with my visionaries or my apprentices just to figure out like what time is going to be the best for us to all get together. So I want to teach you that, and I'm gonna pour everything I know into your knowledge, your brain. You can make money for it, or you can just do it for fun.
Sorry.
All right, Shannon's yawning,
I'm hungry.
and she's hungry,
I'm sleepy.
and she's all the things right
all
now.
the things. We gotta go take love to a fun swim thing in like 30 minutes. So
Okay, so
yeah.
we're doing things. We signing out. We'll catch you guys in the next video. Until next time. I
Bye.
love y'all. Deuces. It's so far away. It's going on.